to an incredible start. The energy new year started on March 20th with the equinox, so we're just into the first week of this energy new year. And I know that you have been feeling this energy very strongly, especially as we're leading up to this final eclipse on Saturday. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to connect with the power of this super new moon solar eclipse that's happening tomorrow. But remember that all new moons, full moons, their energies peak 3 days before and 3 days after. But because this is a super new moon, it's going to be a even bigger window of impact. Because it's also a solar eclipse, it's gonna be even more powerful. So welcome, introduce yourself in the chat, let me know where you are tuning in from. And today we're gonna be working with this super new moon solar eclipse energy. First, we're going to cleanse our energy fields. We're gonna cleanse out ourselves of any of the stress that we picked up this month, so that we can start this new moon cycle and this energy new year with more space to receive. Remember, if you're holding on to so many things from your past, then how can you receive the blessings that want to flow your way, the opportunities, the relationships, etc.? So after we cleanse ourselves, then we are going to send light into the timelines for the next few months, because I'm curious to hear from you in the comments. What do you feel? What do you feel for the next few months that's going to unfold for the collective? So I've gotten some visions, but before I share them, first I want to hear from you, because we are all getting different pieces of the puzzle together. And that's the intention for these Soul Family Fridays. We get together the last Friday of every month for us to connect heart to heart and for us to send light around the world, to optimize the changes that we're moving through, because we are moving through a lot this year and it's about to really hit the peak action scene. So let me know in the chat, what messages have you gotten either in your dreams or in your meditations from your spirit guides about the next few months. Hi Christina, hi Tony, hey Tepang, welcome, welcome. Hey Bearded God, welcome, welcome. Is this a good time to make moon water? I would say that's honestly on your discernment. Eclipses, thank you for asking this question, because a lot of people misunderstand eclipses. There's one set of group that sees eclipses as very dangerous and you shouldn't go outside and you shouldn't work with that energy at all. And obviously we have to be respectful of all different cultures. But one of the reasons why eclipses have been feared so much is because they create the shadows, right? Like during a solar eclipse, the moon covers the sun, and so there's complete darkness. So in this complete darkness, we just see the ring of fire around the sun. So this is what allows the shadows to rise up to the surface. And so that's why during eclipses, there's a lot of accidents, there's a lot of different mishaps, but also like you're gonna see a lot of surprising events. You're going to see a lot of things unravel, like shocking truths being revealed in your relationships at the global level as well. And so the reason why eclipses tend to be feared is because we have the moon's energy, which is magnetic, the divine feminine, merging with the electric, the sun's masculine energy. And so these two combining, it's like nuclear fusion. Like it's like a big it's a big burst of energy. And that's why we can feel overwhelmed. Let me know in the chat, have you been feeling like you can't really slow down your mind, or like you're trying to do 15 things all at once, or like you're constantly like seeing shadows rising up to the surface, seeing different issues like just unfolding back to back to back very quickly? This is something that tends to happen during eclipses because eclipses are there like a catalyst. It's this explosion of electric and magnetic energy. So with this explosion, it's there for us to crack through the karmic cycles that we've been stuck in. That's specifically what eclipses focus on, clearing karma. And karma is basically referring to the law of cause and effect. We've done things in our past lives. We've done things 10 days ago. We've done things 3 years ago. We did things a decade ago. And so all of the causes from our past, from this lifetime and past lives, we have the opportunity to change the effects during eclipses, and that's why they're such powerful portals. So that's a long answer to your question. Should we make moon water during this? Honestly, like now it's about calling your power back. It's no longer about like giving your power away to me or to anyone else out there. You have to really discern how you feel about this energy yourself. So in my experience, working with eclipses are the most powerful forms of manifesting. And the reason why I've noticed eclipse manifestations manifest instantly, like I've seen people have huge windfalls in their health, finances, relationships, it's because when here's the sun, and during a solar eclipse, the moon covers the sun, and we are not able to see the sun. It's just pitch black. And so humans, we tend to fear the dark because the darkness is like where we're vulnerable, where we can get attacked, right? That's the ego aspect of us that's afraid of the shadows. However, the void is a space of instant manifestation. The void represents the womb of creation where everything and nothing exists at the same time. So it's the equivalent to a black hole. I mean, black holes are pretty scary, right? Like flights, spaceships, aircrafts, etc., they're not going to fly by a black hole because you'll get sucked in. Not even light can escape the power vacuum of a black hole. And so this is why eclipses are feared. But also, like eclipses have that instant manifesting power. So it really depends. Like you have to discern like now, like the power is in your hands. And this is what solar eclipses also represent. Think about the ring of fire that you see around the sun, and that ring of fire represents the solar plexus. Have you heard the term the fire in your belly? Why do people say that? Because your fire element is inside of your solar plexus, and the solar plexus is your area of personal power, of confidence, your ability to act, your willpower. So a solar eclipse impacts and clears the solar plexus. It's directly connected to it, specifically because this is an Aries solar eclipse. Aries is a fire sign. Aries is also governing the solar plexus. And so that's what causes us to, right now, you will see power dynamics showing up in your life. Like where you are either, you've noticed yourself giving your power away too much, or you've noticed like people taking your power away. And so this is a time for you to bring balance to that dynamic, and again focusing on that karmic clearing, right? Getting to the root cause of where these dynamics happen and begin with. So use your intuition, use your discernment, see how it feels for you. I like to I don't know if I'll make moon water, to be honest. I haven't decided yet. I've been really busy with Golden Age Alchemy Academy interviews. I just hopped off an interview right now, so I haven't decided yet. I kind of just feel the energy of the day and see how you feel. You know, if the energy feels a little bit too chaotic, that maybe that's a sign that maybe it's not right for you to make moon water. Or it feels really strong and powerful and you want to drink that water, then do that. You know, you have to tune into the energy yourself directly. All right, let me read the chats. Hey from Rhode Island. Hey from India. First time being here, welcome. I've been connecting with my dragon guides. The air dragons in particular have been very strong in my life lately. Thanks to them, they led me to new friendships. That's so beautiful. I'm exhausted like on every level. Yeah, I hear you on that. And April is a month for you to pause and to integrate all of the timeline shifts we've been going through. So let's explain the science behind like portals, because this is not just spiritual like woo-woo things. This is grounded in science, and that's exactly how the ancient Egyptians, the people of Kemet, of Atlanteans, our galactic ancestors, they were able to evolve so much. Why do you think the Egyptians built the pyramids? Why do you think the Atlanteans had floating islands? Why do you think that the star beings, they just communicate via telepathy and they don't need words, which leads to less misunderstandings? It's because they don't see science and spirituality as separate. They see them working together in harmony. And that's why now for humanity, in order for us to really get ourselves out of this situation that we're in where we're destroying ourselves, the only way forward is not choosing science or only choosing spirituality. It's about merging the two. It's not about choosing light over darkness. It's about choosing the both of them and merging them together. It's not about choosing the ego over the soul, but it's about merging the two together and moving forward. Now everything is about convergence. So the science behind portals. So portals is basically a concentration of energy. A black hole is a concentration of mass, right? That's just collapsing on itself, and that's what creates the vacuum. So with what were you talking about? Oh, exhausted. Okay, so on March 20th, we started the energy new year with the equinox. So the equinox, it's a huge portal. It's open for 33 days. So we're still in the middle of this equinox portal on top of the eclipse portal. That's why you're feeling so exhausted, because during every equinox, we graduate our soul lessons. So think about the soul lessons that you may be having. Maybe it's about learning to receive more love. Maybe it's about learning to trust more in your relationships. Or maybe it's about you standing up for what's right and using your voice to speak your truth and not being afraid of using your voice because you were persecuted in a past life. Maybe you're a witch. Maybe you were a really powerful shaman and you got exiled by your tribe. And so your soul is already automatically doing some of that healing. And that's why it doesn't matter if you sleep 12 hours, 8 hours, even if you're sleeping that amount of time, it's very possible that you can wake up feeling exhausted still, because your soul is doing that work in the etheric planes. Our parallel lives are also doing works as we sleep, and that's why, sometimes you will sleep and then you'll have millions of dreams, because your oversoul is trying to evolve very quickly during this time so it can pass the soul lessons of the equinox. Does that make sense? And so that's why right now we're like on overdrive. Our souls are trying to learn a lot. Our souls are trying to clear a lot from the karma of the eclipse portal. So we are working on overdrive, especially if you're a light worker, if you're an empath, if you're a healer, if you're an alchemist. The universe right now is pushing you into a pressure cooker. So it's not your fault. You're not doing anything wrong. But like I said, we're about to enter like the peak of how do I describe it? The peak of a transformation cycle for the collective consciousness. Like, the universe no longer has the time, Earth no longer has the time to wait for humanity to get its shit together. To put it for better words, I apologize for cursing, but honestly, time's up. We're about to destroy ourselves. And so as leaders of consciousness, of a new way of being, We are being put in a pressure cooker for us to really like evolve very quickly. A pressure cooker, what it does is it cooks food much faster in less amount of time. That's what we're going through. Why? We chose this. You chose to help humanity right now, and with great power comes great responsibility. So now it's your time to learn lessons very quickly, to learn new skill sets very quickly. Not new skill sets because you already knew these skill sets in past lives, but like you're kind of trying just to remember them again, like healing, psychic abilities, etc. And so you're being put on this like accelerated path because we have to start to really support the collective in a bigger capacity now. And I know you can feel it. I know you can feel like something big is coming. That's why it's so exhausting, because we're learning a lot, we're clearing a lot at the same time, because we're moving through this quantum shifts into different timelines from the equinox portal and the eclipse gateway. Your cells are learning to release the distortions from past life curses, from past life trauma, from ancestral trauma that's stored in your cells, in your DNA. So it's like your cells are vibrating much faster now so they could release all of that intensity, so that you can evolve to you can evolve with more freedom, basically, with new timelines available. And so that's why it's exhausting, because it's a cellular change moving into timelines. Like, what is higher and lower? Higher and lower is not better or worse. Higher frequencies, higher timelines means that that timeline moves like this. It moves much faster, and it moves like so fast that it almost looks still. When you're in a denser timeline, like here on material Earth, one of the dimensions of Earth, because there's many dimensions of Earth as well, things will start to move slow. So that's why things in your life might be moving slow right now. And so as you start to move on and you quantum jump into higher timelines, your cells have to start to vibrate at those frequencies, which is faster and higher. So it's like your cells are learning to work over time for a little bit so that they can get adjusted into these higher timelines. Does that make sense? So that's where the exhaustion is coming from. Let me read the chat. Lots of shadow unfolding recently. Yes, exactly for that reason. I've been unusually exhausted and sleepy. Is it because of the eclipse? Yes, one of the many reasons. And also adjusting to the new timelines. My head right now is aching with pressure, especially in my third eye. There's a whole reason why that's happening. It's like, cleansing, but also sometimes messages get stuck, like downloads, energy frequencies get stuck. So that's why it's very important to harmonize your energy so you can be a vessel to receive the messages more smoothly. Yes, I would love to join your Alchemy Academy this summer. Yeah, I'd love to have you too. By the way, the Golden Age Alchemy Academy is closing for enrollment this Monday. And inside of this academy, you learn how to become your own healer. So you learn how to access your own past lives. That's how I know so much, because I didn't learn everything all over in this lifetime. I just go back to my past lives and I get that wisdom and I bring it into my conscious awareness now. And I don't say like, hey, you were this person in a past life. No, I teach you how to access your own past life using 2 different techniques. But my favorite part about the academy is I teach you how to access your future lives, because this is something that's now becoming more available to humans. It's interesting to see now people talking about connecting with your future self, and I know there's like future self journals and stuff, but there's actually your future self. Like, just like there's your past lives, there's also your future lives. And inside the academy, we connect you with the future most evolved version of you as a soul in this reincarnation, and also the most evolved version of you as a human. So your ego, your personality aspect, because the ego, the human aspect, when it's able to be merged with the soul aspect, this is how we can live with complete harmony and peace and abundance, not just in the spiritual planes, but also in the material plane. So again, it's not about choosing one or the other, it's about merging everything now in harmony together. And so inside of this academy, you learn how to access your future self. And this version of you, we create a cord where this version of you is constantly feeding you the breadcrumbs, so that breadcrumbs breadcrumbs is basically like, go to this store, eat this thing, go to this conference. So this version of you is constantly nourishing you with the next steps so you stay on your highest timeline, because there's a very big difference between getting on your highest timeline and staying on your highest timeline. Staying on your highest timeline is a constant choice. Every choice that you make takes you into different timelines, but also every thought, every emotion that you have, it also dictates what timelines are available to you. And so in the academy, this version of you, they're constantly nourishing you every step of the way so that you stay on that highest timeline, because you know that right next step that you're taking, because you're getting that breadcrumb from your most evolved self. And this is the most beautiful part. It's like, I'm not telling you what to do. Goddess Isis, Archangel Metatron, they're not telling you what to do. Your future most evolved self ends up becoming your main spirit guide, because they're guiding you every step of the way. And we don't do this just in meditation. We build a cord, so they're constantly nourishing you throughout the day. And so this is just one of like the many different advanced alchemy techniques you learn inside the academy. The goal for this academy is for you to become your own healer and your own psychic, so you're not relying on me or anyone else. I teach you how to channel so that you can start to help the collective in these ways. You also learn how to practice energy healing with water, fire, air, earth, and ether, so that you can heal yourself with the elements and heal others. And so if you want to join this alchemy academy and be on your highest timeline using ancient Egyptian, Kemetic alchemy, I invite you to apply. The link is in the description of this video, and enrollment's ending Monday, so make sure you apply today, because I do the interviews myself, so I only have a few slots left for interviews, so make sure you apply ASAP. Everything you're saying resonates so much. I've been getting a lot of messaging of my healer and my past lives and the women in my family back in Haiti. How do you feel about getting energy healing Reiki during this time? I don't get energy healing from other people. I do it directly on myself. So I think that's the most empowering thing, because we all have this ability. Like, everyone's connected to God's source, spirit, creation, right? So you have that direct access yourself. And to me, it's just easier. It's more sustainable to do it yourself. So that's my thoughts about that. Hello, Texas Gemini, welcome back. It's good to see you. This might sound weird, but I'm also PMSing, and I wonder if that eclipse is amplifying it. Yes. So right now, like, manifestation is being amplified. It's happening instantly, and that's why the number one thing you have to do is constantly master your mind and master your emotions, because every thought is an electric wave, because it's a neuron firing in your brain being an electric charge, right? And so these electric waves are being sent out. Your emotions are magnetic waves that are being sent out. And so with every electric and magnetic wave that you're sending out, you're manifesting. And that's why there's nothing more powerful. No Reiki, no alchemy practice, no past life healing, no channeling, nothing, no activation is more powerful than you mastering your mind and emotions, because that's what creates the frequency of your soul, your energy field, your physical body, your mental body, your emotional body, your astral body. It's the foundation of it all. Oh, that's so interesting. No one shared what messages they're receiving about what's coming up for the collective. Let me switch to all messages. Yeah, that's really fascinating. Also working on self-discipline and self-improvement. Yeah, and I'm glad that you brought that up, Elisa, because we're getting distracted right now. I mean, it's obvious, right? Like, we've been in this spiritual war forever. It's nothing new. Think about all the religious texts. Every single religious text, no matter whether it's Eastern, Western, no matter how old it is, they all talked about this fight versus light versus dark. So this has been going on for millions of years. If you, like, one human life is like 80 years or so, right? The aliens have been at war for millions of years. And so this is something that has been continuing. So the spiritual warfare thing is nothing new. However, right now it is intensifying because we're going through this like shift in consciousness where humans have the ability to really free themselves from a lot of their karmic cycles, and a lot of the dynamics that are a little bit more complicated across the fourth dimension. But basically, distraction is being used as a weapon. Let's distract these people here and let's go around the back and do some stuff, right? Like the Trojan horse, right? It's been used forever. Now it's being used as our phones. You have to make sure your phone is not using you. You are using your phone. And there's so much energy harvesting happening right now. And that's why there's nothing more powerful than you mastering your mind and your emotions. Because with all these distractions, you have to stay focused on your path. Like, yes, the world is going through a lot of suffering, the world is going through a lot of conflict and chaos. It's only going to increase. And I don't mean to like be the bearer of bad news. I hate doing that, but it's the truth. We have to say things as they are. You know, it's no longer about sugarcoating it. Like the time's up for that. There's no more time for sugarcoating. The truth is that now you have to be very focused about your soul's path, why you chose to reincarnate right now. Your human life is so tiny, it's 80 years. Your soul has lived hundreds of thousands of lifetimes on Earth, on other star systems. And so you have to really liberate yourself at the soul level, not just in the like material plane, because there's it's just so much happening across the different dimensions. So focus is something so important. Like focus, remember what's important to you. It's your health, your peace, your family, your community, right? So like really like anything that doesn't align with you living your soul's purpose, with you being in your power, don't pay attention to it. Because the only way you can help other people is by first helping yourself. Why do they tell you to put on an oxygen mask first? Because otherwise, like, you're gonna faint by the time you're trying to put it on someone else. So there's nothing to bypass this, and that's why you have to really focus on mastering your mind and your emotions. That's exactly why like I created the Golden Age Alchemy Academy, is for you to become your own alchemist, for you to become your own healer and psychic by mastering the mind and emotions. That's the foundations of the academy. Okay, so are you fasting? Yeah, I was fasting during the equinox. I'm gonna fast tomorrow before the eclipse ceremony. So tomorrow we're having an eclipse ceremony with goddess Aset, goddess Isis, the ancient Egyptian goddess of Egypt. She's the ancient Egyptian goddess of healing, magic, and protection. So we're gonna be cleansing our solar plexus across the different dimensions. You have your chakras here, but your chakras also exist in the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th dimension and beyond. And so you have to clear the different layers of the chakras. So we're gonna do an alchemy fire ritual to do that. And then we're gonna manifest with goddess Aset. So yes, I'm going to fast for that. If you are joining us for that, that is on Saturday at 11 a.m. Pacific time. Fast for that meditation because this solar plexus, the solar eclipse is directly connected to the solar plexus clearing. So if you want to really do a deep clearing, don't eat. Even if you're not joining us tomorrow, like do whatever release meditation ritual that you end up doing by yourself. Like I recommend you fast before you do it, because for all of us, like, have you noticed yourself burping more? Have you noticed yourself having digestive issues or random stomach pains that you normally don't get? We're going through a big solar plexus purging individually as soul families as well. And so this is a big clearing in your solar plexus. If you are eating food, then your body is going to start to use its resources to try to digest that food. So it'd be more efficient and helpful for you if you just fast, do your ritual, and if you want to, then eat after. That's just the easier way to do it. So if you want to join us for that eclipse super new moon ritual and meditation with goddess Isis. You can join that in the description of this video. So we're gonna go ahead and get started on our meditation. So what we do is every last Friday of the month we get together like this, and we first clear our energies, and then we send light into the timelines of the collective. So research has shown that this is based on not one research paper, but there have been multiple studies where they measured crime rates and accident rates in a city where people hosted group meditations. And what they found is that in different cities, when people meditate in a group, then the crime rates are reduced and accident rates are also reduced. And so this has direct impact on your environment. And that's why change happens within. There's a reason why all of the beautiful teachers that walk this earth said that, because it's the truth. And so what we're going to do is we're first going to cleanse our energy, and then we're going to send light into the timelines for the collective. Why do we send light into the timelines? There's many different future potentials for the collective, right? We can go into another pandemic. World War III can start in May. World War III can start in September, etc. So there's different timelines potentials based on the consciousness of the humans on this planet. And so there's many ways that transformation can happen. It can happen gracefully, harmoniously, or with a lot of destruction. When we send light to harmonize the timelines, we're just sending light so that the change, that this shift in consciousness, ascension process, planetary evolution, whatever word you want to use, so that this happens in the most harmonious way for all the beings on this planet, including Mother Earth, the humans, the animals, the plant kingdom, etc. And so, and the inner earth beings too, because there's beings living in the earth and in the oceans. So that's what we're gonna do. So grab a candle. We will light our candle together, so don't light your candle yet. For those of you on Instagram, I'm gonna use this phone to play background music for the meditation. So I'm gonna turn this off. Join the YouTube via my stories. So that's where you'll get access to the YouTube meditation. I will see you soon. Okay, so start to drink some water. It's gonna be really important. Okay, I'm just gonna find the music. Also, I recommend getting a blindfold or a scarf, something to cover your eyes, so you can go deeper into the experience. If you want to grab headphones, so you're not getting distracted as well, that would be good. The meditation will be around 25 minutes or so. But yeah, I'm curious to hear from you what kind of messages you've been receiving from your dreams, your meditations about like what's coming for humanity. So drop it into the comments. I'm really curious to hear what everyone else is getting. Okay, you know what's so funny? I was looking for like music for the background, and I'm actually playing videos for cats to watch. So that's definitely not what we want, not cat TV. Um, I should probably show that to my cat though. Um, I didn't even know that existed. Okay, so let me know if you can hear the birds in the background. Maybe I'll bring it closer here. Okay, so hopefully you can hear the background of the birds. Doesn't matter if we sit or lay down for the meditation. Ideally, you want to be sitting. So you want to be sitting, but if that's uncomfortable, then you can sit on a chair. But the goal is for you to have your spine straight and your head is pointing upwards for you to receive information and energy. I love cats. Yeah, me too. Okay, perfect. Yes, you can hear the birds, but they're very quiet. Okay, I'll make them a little bit louder. Usually my voice gets lower in the meditation, so I'll leave it here. So drink some water before we start. So we're gonna light our candles now together. Your first intention is going to be to light this candle for yourself. Remember, oxygen mask first. So to bring more light into this energy new year that we're starting. The second intention is going to be to light this for all of us watching this right now, in this present moment, in the past, and in the future, because you can always rewatch this recording. And then the last intention is going to be to light this for all of the beings on Earth. So light your candle with all those intentions and make sure that you put it in a safe place. And then you can hold a crystal if you want. Crystals are really helpful just to help you to get in a more calm state. So your mind can be less busy and you can drop more into your heart, because the heart is a portal to the soul. So you don't have to look at the screen anymore. So just close your eyes and connect with the internal world. How's it feeling? Take a deep breath in. And breathe out through your heart. Again, taking a deep belly breath in. Hold. And gently exhale out through your mouth. Take the deepest breath you've taken all week. Breathe in. Hold. And sigh out through your mouth, making a sound. And now just keep taking deep breaths and observe your body. How is your body feeling? Is there a specific area in your body that's trying to talk to you, trying to get your attention? Focus on this area in your body. For a lot of you, it's your head. Like, I can feel like just so much tension here, and it's almost like a stretching, pulling feeling. So if you feel that tension's in your head, take a deep breath into your cranium. And now gently exhale and send the breath through the front of your skull to release that tension. And just for these next few minutes, this is time for you. You deserve this. Allow yourself to go into a deep energy massage. We're going to start by placing our hands on our heart. Breathe in. And take a moment right now to thank all of your spirit guides, your ancestors, your higher self, your soul, your galactic family, your animal guides, and thank them for all of the signs, synchronicities, the messages. Breathe in that love and gratitude. And exhale that out through your heart and send that love into every cell in your body. Now, as you focus on your heart space, take a moment to feel gratitude for yourself, because you could have been doing so many other things right now, but you chose to be here to serve humanity, to share your love with the earth. And just breathe that sense of self-appreciation. Breathe that into your heart. And send it into the back of your heart chakra. Feeling that love and self-acceptance flowing throughout all of the energy circuits in your body. As you're focused on your heart space, take a moment to give gratitude to your physical vessel. This is the temple that holds your spirit. Thank it for holding you. You've gone through so much in this last year. So just thank your body for holding you and nourishing you these last 12 months. And now you can place your hands on your lap, or you can keep them on your heart. See what feels more comfortable for you. And we're gonna start by creating a sacred space. So you're going to visualize that you are sitting inside of a beautiful golden pyramid made of light. And as you feel this pyramid surrounding you, hold the intention that only energy that is in total and complete alignment with your highest good can come in through your pyramid. All other energies will remain on the outside. And your pyramid is covering you in the front, in the back, left, right, above, and below. Feeling completely grounded. Move your head from side to side. And breathe out any tension you may be holding in your shoulders, in your neck, in your upper back, maybe your lower back, and breathe all that tension out to the outside of your pyramid. feeling completely centered in this present moment. It's okay if you get distracted. Just take a deep breath and return back to the present moment, back to my voice. And now you're going to visualize that your roots are growing from the bottom of your feet down into the core of Mother Earth. And as you feel your roots connected to the core of the earth, you see a beautiful giant tree emerge. And this is the tree of life that holds the all. And you give the tree a huge hug, thanking it for holding, sustaining all of life across the realms. And you send your consciousness up the tree. And as you're here, you find a branch that it looks like it was made just for you. It's the perfect size. And as you sit here, you start to see almost like fireflies all around you. And this is all of us, reminding you that you're not alone on this journey. And now breathe out all the pressure you've placed on yourself, thinking you had to do it alone. Breathe that out. We're not meant to walk this soul's journey alone. And you just feel this unique comfort from all of these beautiful lights in this circle. It's like reminding you a sense of home. And in the center of the circle, in the center of the tree, you start to see a miniature version of the earth. And focusing on your heart, you're going to take a moment to hum, to clear out your energy, any energy you may have picked up from your environment, from other people, from the etheric planes. So focusing on your throat, hum, sing, or chant, and send that frequency up and down your spine. Breathe in. And feel that harmony move up and down your spine, massaging all of your chakras, all of your energy centers. And breathe out any distortions to the outside of your pyramid. And then any of the heaviness, breathe it to the outside of your shape and your energy field. It's not your responsibility to carry this heaviness anymore. It's a choice. So choose now with your breath to breathe out that heaviness. And some of us, we have attachments to things that we think we need to do or roles that we think we need to play. And eclipses, they bring illusions to the surface. And right now, just breathe out all of those illusions that you've been holding on to. You're safe to release them now. Bringing it to the outside of your body, to the outside of your energy field, to the outside of your pyramid. And in your mind or out loud, focusing on your heart, breathe in peace. And say, I am worthy of peace. And just take a moment to just breathe into this. Many of you are carrying stories that you think make you think that you need to suffer. And now a new way of evolving on Earth is becoming available. Evolving as a soul through peace. And now you can say this out louder in your mind if it resonates. I am choosing my path of peace. Say it 2 more times, focusing on your heart. I am choosing my path of peace. Take a deep breath into your heart. I am choosing a path of peace. And now observe your body. Remember when we started? How is your body feeling now? Maybe lighter, more expanded, more comfortable, more soft. And you know your body is a temple. And this is how it needs to be treated, with reverence. The body is not something to escape or detach from. You must nourish it with care. And just feel the body, feel your energy field. And remember, this is a choice to feel this way in every moment. You must focus on your choice. And in the center of a circle, you see a miniature version of Mother Earth. And as you see the Earth from this space of harmony, peace, expansion, you're going to breathe out a beautiful rose quartz light from your heart. And you're going to send a wave of unconditional love into the earth, thanking her for nourishing you every day with delicious food, water, Thank the earth for your foundations, for your home. And we're going to do the Ho'oponopono with Mother Earth, the native Hawaiian prayer for forgiveness. So focusing on the earth, you're going to say to her, I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And we're asking forgiveness for the earth because observe your body right now. See how light you're feeling? You're feeling so harmonious, in a state of flow, light. But when we started, your body was so dense and heavy and chaotic. Mother Earth is holding your chaoticness. Mother Earth is holding your pain, your suffering, your fear, your anxiety. She feels it all. And that's why we're asking Mother Earth for forgiveness. Because we are directly impacting her with our energy. So focusing on your heart, you're gonna ask the earth for forgiveness. Say, I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And just release your guilt. The new earth is not about guilt. It's about a new frequency of moving forward with harmony, with expansion. And there is a version of the new earth that's already manifested. So what we're going to do is we're going to send a beautiful light from your heart. Any color light that comes up. Breathe a feeling of harmony from your heart with a color and create a bridge from this earth into the new earth. As you breathe the harmony out, you start to see everyone in the circle sending their own unique ray of light. And together, this creates a beautiful rainbow bridge. And the new earth is already here. We just have to strengthen the bridge to choose a new path forward for the planet, for the collective. And sending a beautiful flow of harmony. Hold the intention that this transition into this new earth happens with this flow of harmony for the highest and greatest good of all on this planet. And there's so many beautiful dragons, so many incredible beings coming to Earth, supporting us, helping us to strengthen this bridge. And maybe you can feel them swirling around you. And this has already happened. Like, the past is the future. So send this flow of harmony like it's already happened. Like humanity and planet Earth has already made a harmonious transition into a new earth. An earth that's filled with expansion, grace, space, safety, and peace for all. And even though this has already happened, New Earth and the transition, it still requires us to take the steps in this timeline to make it a reality. Because the present is nourishing the future, and the future is also nourishing the present. And you have to commit yourself to this path. Not just for yourself, but for your lineage. To free your ancestors and future generations. And for the fate of humankind. And now, feeling this flow of harmony, focus again in the center of the earth, that's in the center of the circle. And now you're going to send this flow of harmony into the earth so that all beings align with the most harmonious timeline. And sending a beautiful flow of love into the earth for holding all of this together. And this is the path forward, one filled with harmony and peace for you and for others. And feeling that flow of harmony in our circle, thank everyone. Thank yourself, give yourself a hug right now. And send your consciousness down, back the tree, hug the tree. And now bring your consciousness back into your body. And bringing that harmony back into your essence, into your body. And you're gonna keep your eyes closed. If you are wearing glasses, remove your glasses. If you're holding crystals, keep your eyes closed, but put your crystal down. You're going to rub your palms together to accumulate all of that beautiful light. And go ahead and place your hands on top of your eyes and breathe. Breathe this optimizing energy into all of your essence. And now keep your eyes closed, place your hands on your heart, and think about 1 or 2 people that you want to share this healing with. Maybe someone who's struggling and going through a difficult time. Hold them in your heart and share this feeling of harmony and peace with them. And now focusing on that feeling of harmony, hold the intention to share this with all beings across the universe. May all beings be free and be at peace. So be it, and so it is. Thank you for allowing me to join you today. Namaste. So let me know in the chat how you're feeling, what you heard, what you felt, what you saw. Thank you for joining us. And we do these the last Friday of every month. These Soul Family Fridays, we've been doing this since 2020. And it's really important for us to keep doing this because, like I mentioned, the collective is going to enter a very rocky period in May. It's going to really accelerate. And our world is going to look very different by the end of this year. And so it's really important for all of you to remember how we started the meditation, like you felt your body was tense, dense, you know, it was like kind of aches and pains. And then once you felt the peace, like everything just got lighter. So this is how you need to be living your whole life, like all the time when you're working, when you're working out, when you're in your relationships, etc., etc. It's not just in meditation, because you know it's what we deserve. It's a new way of living. So if you want to learn how to actually live with peace, with grace, with ease, so you don't have to learn soul lessons through suffering, through pain, I really highly encourage you to check out the Golden Age Alchemy Academy, because in this academy you'll learn many different advanced techniques for you to experience what we just experienced, but on a daily basis. My life has gotten so much more peaceful. I've been able to really impact my family, my wife's life, my client's life in such a deeper way now that I'm more at peace and more in my power. And so if you're ready to really step into your purpose, help humanity, and open up your psychic abilities, healing abilities, make sure you apply to the Golden Age Alchemy Academy, because enrollment's ending Monday. This felt like a tough one, like strenuous to use energy consciousness. That's interesting. Yeah, there was a lot of heaviness like on ourselves, like not when we were doing stuff for the earth, but I also felt that heaviness. That's why I spent more time like doing the self-clearing. So I highly recommend you listen to this again. Every time that you listen to this, it's going to be a different experience. And at the end, maybe some of you felt some solar plexus pain. Remember, this solar eclipse is really about clearing the karma that you're storing in your solar plexus. So do some type of release for that. If you want to join us on Saturday, tomorrow, we're doing a release to clear our solar plexus across the different dimensions with Goddess Isis. That's going to be at 11 a.m. on Zoom, and you can sign up for that via the link in the description of this video. That one, we're going to do an alchemy fire ritual, and then once we clear, then we're going to manifest with Goddess Isis. And so that's going to be on Zoom. If you want to join that, all the details, you'll find it in the link in the description of the video. I saw colors, red that started to spin, teal blue and purple. Thank you so much, that was beautiful. I have done many of your full moon lives. I didn't realize you do this every month. I love and appreciate your energy and knowledge so much. Much love, Shelby, thanks for being here. So I hope you all have an incredible April, and I hope to see you tomorrow inside of the ritual with Goddess Isis for the eclipse, or even better, I hope to read your application into the Golden Age Alchemy Academy. Have a great weekend. Much love, everyone.